From Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, you're watching MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Marco Estrada, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Marco Estrada, his best pitch is a straight changeup. How good is it? It's so good, he'll throw it 3, 4, even 5 times in a row. Fastball's good, 88 to 91, but his bread and butter is a straight changeup, and if he has the good one, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today. The 1-1 home. His fastball taken high for a ball. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's got 3 base hits in 23 at-bats. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Granderson, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Diaz picks it up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Into the box, Mitch Moreland. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. You start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top in the Red Sox half of the first. The Blue Jays coming to bat on MLB. Chris ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
The 2-1 now to Granderson. Slider up that he gets a call on.
2-2.
The 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw is there to record the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
And there's number 2.
Batting third baseman, Josh.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
That misses. 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Bradley. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against his, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box now, Justin Smoke. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second, and Toronto's off to the early 1-0 lead. Next up for the Red Sox, Jay Martinez will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
Get out of here, Red Sox.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
At the plate, Rafael Devers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Come on, Jays.
Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Smoke over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox tie things up on the solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. Here's Kendrys Morales as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
High and deep right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7.
Russell Martin now trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. This is on the ground over to first. Smoke ranges to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Ready on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Here's a ground ball heading for Smoke over at first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Payoff pitch home. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Ready on 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. The next 1-2 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Diaz scoops it up. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Pillar, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Aledmus Diaz. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
In is Curtis Granderson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3 on the corner. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Granderson is under it, makes the play, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-1 home. Right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1-2, here it comes. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in for the Jays, Josh Donaldson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Justin Smoke looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Still 1-2. The 1-2 takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box now, Kendrys Morales. Full count now for Morales. And the payoff pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yangervis Solarte. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Another payoff pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
At the plate, Russell Martin. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Donaldson, the runner at third. Smoke over at second. Solarte on at first with 2 down. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Toronto after this. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Martin gathers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Two out, nobody on. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Ball to strike, and it's full 3-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Hit back toward the mound. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle and keep that one fair.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Stepping in now, Teoscar Hernandez. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base. Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Here's Mookie Betts. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Let's go, Jays.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. High in the air down the right field line. Granderson is under it. 1 down.
How about it? Left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. It was a walk in his last trip. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full. 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting. First baseman. Mitch Moreland.
Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounce it to the left side. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, He stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a liner. And Smoke won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. And to score, the runner from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D, the first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit hard on the ground to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Here's Justin Smoke now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Kendrys Morales. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Yonhervis Solarte will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Sharp ground ball to third. Devers has it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Yonhervis.
Digging in once again, Yonhervis Solarte. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
A fastball that just misses inside. The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bats on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Our score remains 2-1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Tyler Clippard.
So striding in, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the 1-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now a soft liner to the left side. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Now another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Russell Martin now, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first. Backhanded. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin
Ready
Pillar.
for another shot now. Kevin Pillar. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. The 1-1. Tapper up the line. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Striding in once again, Aledmys Diaz. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1. Is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Popped him up. Moreland in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 62, Aaron Luke.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball 3.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 2-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mitch Moreland. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. It is Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Going for strikeout number 15. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 32, Matt Barnes.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 2-2. He's taken high above the zone.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Devers will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Here's Justin Smoke now. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's just 1 for 6. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. Devers shading to his right, and the inning is over. Good work there out of the Boston bullpen. We've played 8 full. The Red Sox on top 2-1. John Axford enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Xander Bogaerts will be next. And now a soft liner here to the right side. Foul. He's set, and the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to third. Donaldson's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Ready for another chance. Rafael Devers. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
the batter, number 10, second baseman, Eduardo.
Digging in to try it again. Eduardo Nunez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1.
Runner.
Runner's going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from Toronto in just a moment. Craig Kimbrell is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Craig Kimbrell.
Ready once again, Kendrys Morales. He'll begin things against Craig Kimbrell, who tries to close the door in this one. right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Here's the 1-2. Up around the face. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Stepping into the box, Yonhervis Solarte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrel. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless ninth inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon.